Hello everyone, my name is Book, and if you're new here, welcome to my page, and if you're not, welcome back. So, the date I'm posting this, we have 22 days left until September 1st, which is my first day of the upcoming school year, which means that it's officially back to school season. Wah! It's my favorite season of all time. So today we'll do a back to school reset of my digital space and start prepping for back to school. So let's put on some music and go. Okay, so first of all, we're starting out with my phone, to be exact with my files, to free up some space on my iPhone. Now, I'm doing a lot and it's taking quite a while, so at the same time I'm just going to be talking about my upcoming school year. So I'm going into a year that's called Première in France, which is the second year of French high school. So there you have to choose 3 different subjects that you are basically, majoring in. I don't know what the equivalent is in America or Canada or, the UK. But it's basically 3 subjects in which you have 4 hours per week, and then you let go one of them for the upcoming year, and then the 2 of them you have 6 hours per week, and then you have a test, a big final on the 2 of them. So as of my 3 subjects, I chose AGGSP, which is history, geography, geopolitics. I don't know if it's the same word, and I cannot speak. Political science, that must be it. And I'm very excited to have this subject because it's going to be a lot, but it's very interesting, I believe so. And other than that, I also have HLP, which is humanity, literature, philosophy. So you have literature and philosophy as 2 different subjects. By the way, I'm right now cleaning up my Google Photos space because I have a lot of Google Photos, and I don't have any space left, and I don't want to pay even more. So, and other than that, I have LLCE Anglais Littérature, which means that I have English literature. So I'm very excited for that one as well. So I have a lot of literature. I have a lot of literary-based subjects. I'm not yet sure which one I'm gonna stop doing. It honestly depends on what I like doing most and what I realistically want to be next year. Other than that, as an option, I have chosen the Abibac, which means that I will have 11 hours and 30 minutes of German every single week, because it adds a few hours of German. To be exact, it adds, I think, 3 hours, if I'm correct, of just pure German lessons or literature. I'm not sure which one is 3 and which one is 4, but you have 2 that are 3 and 1 that is 4, and basically you have just extra German, just a little bit of a higher level. You have history in German, and you have German literature. So I'm very excited. Again, I have a lot of literature, but I'm very excited because I want to study in Vienna, so I have to learn proper German to be able to get there, so. But I'm very excited. Now, other than that, I don't have the possibility to choose any other options, which makes me very sad because there is an option to learn sign language, which would be very interesting. But it's not a big of a deal. So I'm very excited. I'm also changing schools for this because they don't have the right options. So right now I'm going to delete some focuses that I don't need anymore. So that's a good option to do. But yeah, I'm very excited about this. I honestly, like, the new school I'm going is just a little bit bigger, and the people seem a bit more my taste because it's a very, again, like, literature-based school, art-based school. So I'm very excited to go there because right now I was basically in a farmer construction worker school. But and all my main friends are going as well. So I'm very excited about that. I do still have to figure out how to get there, because before I used to just take the school bus, but I can't do that because there is no school bus. So that's a lot of fun. I'm not yet sure what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna figure it out. I mean, it's not gonna be that difficult, I believe. So yeah. So I am now changing my wallpaper that I chosen off of Pinterest and adding some widgets. Very sad because I wanted to add an exam widget. However, you have to pay for it to have that widget because basically I want to see how many days I have left until my next exam. But alright, it's okay. So actually in France, your final exams are spread into 2. So I have, in 2 years, I mean. So this year I already have some finals. To be exact, I have French written and, I don't know how to say it properly. Talking, basically, speaking. And you also have mathematics. But I'm very excited about both of these as well. I mean, I'm not excited, but I'm just excited to put in the work and to see the results. I really hope that I can get a good note, because that would be very much appreciated. Now, the thing with the Abi-Bac is, as the name suggests, you have both the Abitur and the Baccalaureate in the end, which means that you have both your French and German diploma, which that is very interesting, because first of all, you have not only learned German, but you also don't have to pass another German test, because you have the diploma. So like, they're not going to say, oh, you can't speak German, because they know for a fact you can. So that is very exciting and very interesting, and I think it's a really good idea from Germany and France. So at this time I was struggling, because I wanted to take off notification badges off my settings app, which you can't, which I didn't know, because normally it didn't show any badges, and now that I've changed it, it does. So I just turned off all of the other badges of every single other app, and settings just didn't work for some reason. So it's from Apple, because it's about like system updates and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm out here just struggling. I'm looking like, what? How do I do this? People, help me. It really agitated me, because it's like not pretty. It doesn't look good this way, but okay. I looked it up, even like it told me that it can't because of the system updates. And honestly, I get it from Apple. Like I get this choice, because there are some important updates that you get through your settings. So honestly, so here I was just changing some apps out that I just put in random order, because I wanted it to be somewhere inside of one of the blocks, but it didn't fit. So here I'm just like adding them a bit so that it all looks pretty. Oh, beautiful. And then I created another focus, which was going to be my do not disturb. Well, I'm currently creating a reading one. I actually meant to just use a do not disturb, because honestly it's the same goal that I have. So I picked out this other wallpaper off of Pinterest, and then I just kind of decided to just use the do not disturb one quite later. So yeah, again, adding widgets, the exact same one that I had before, and then just adding another lock of home screen, just so that it looks a bit prettier. So yeah, then it's perfect. I'm just allowing some applications to send me messages. There are not a lot that are allowed to send me messages. So yeah, I'm just gonna make it ready now. I will probably change this page maybe a little bit, but it's already quite good. Like Google, Clock, Punnet. So now I'm doing the same thing, but on my iPad. So first of all, I am changing my wallpaper. This is very aesthetic, pretty wallpaper. And I'm changing the font, because I did not want it to be gloss. And I'm struggling to pick good widgets. Not even kidding. It has taken me so long to pick this widgets. Like it, I don't know, man. I just did not have the right inspiration or something. Like, honestly, it took me a really long while. As in, a really long while. As in, we're still going. We're still not halfway done. Like, it's actually crazy. Now, I'm not allowed to use my phone nor my iPad in school. However, I do use it at home for organizational stuff like Notion, for example. I have that on my iPad. And my phone, of course, I use it to check what homework I have to do on my little app that's called Pronote, which is the French homework and like exam check app and stuff like that. So yeah, because I don't know what happened in my iPad, to be honest. I had so many random apps, and they were just all over the place, and it did not look good. Like it just doesn't. And so I just decided to delete a few apps that I genuinely did not need, at least on my iPad. Like, for example, I'm not gonna use Strava or like the Nike Run Club app on my iPad, because I'm not taking my iPad with me when I'm going on a run. So yeah. And also some games that I just like genuinely never ever play. And then I just rearrange them in these little organizational boxes. I don't know what you call them, but I don't like having apps scattered all over the place. So I prefer to have it all even. I'm here just thinking about myself, like, how am I going to put this even? because I wanted to all match up, and like it's weird, I'm weird, but it did end up being very aesthetic. So here I'm working on my phone case. So I'm picking the stickers from a sticker book way too much and putting it in my case. The problem with my case is that there's a lot of space between my phone and my case, so they aren't rearranged properly anymore. So I decided to go with the record player, books, create art, music, a ladybug, a pigeon, and a cat paw, and then I already had a little Hello Kitty sticker that I got from a friend of mine, and a picture of me and my best friend. So I'm just cutting them all out from this paper, though at least the ones that I really was sure to go with, and then I'm just putting them in there, trying to fit them up properly. And yeah, it looked really pretty. I mean, would they stay rearranged how I rearranged them? It would have been very pretty. If anyone has any tips, I would really take them, like with all love, to be honest. So this is how it ended up. Thank you so much for watching this video through the end. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like and subscribe to be notified whenever I post a new video. I'm planning on posting back to school content every weekend for the upcoming 5 weeks, or even 6, I'm not yet sure. So be sure to watch out for that. Bye!